and it's exciting. It's exciting to see what we're going to be doing in the future.
You obviously were a post player. Obviously, you weren't a point guard.
No,
but
tried one time.
Did you really?
I tried to break the press, and Coach pulled me out. And I said the guards didn't get open.
Oh, there you go. But you mentioned Aubrey Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
She is a bulldog, and she's 5'8", but she plays the post.
She has a knack. And we're having our banquet tonight, so I've put together the highlight video. So I've watched a lot of clips the last couple of weeks, and she moves her body just in a way that especially on the offensive side, where she sometimes she'll shoot it to herself, and I'm like, quit padding your stats, Aubrey, kind of a thing. But she just weasels right, kind of whistles right into those spots and gets it, and it's just wow.
You got to be excited about next year. I mean, I could see an upper division finish for the Queens.
Yeah, we're knocking at the door right there, and that's again, banquet tonight. So I've been looking at a lot of things, and there's been years here and there, but we're there. We're going to be there.
And then one final thing, Central DeWitt, they give the opportunity to go out to state. Good group of girls, led by Lauren Walker, who I understand was named Mississippi Athletic Conference Player of the Year.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm going out there on Tuesday to watch DeWitt play, and then Macokota plays on Tuesday. And so, you look at our conference, Gary, and Davenport North, Pleasant Valley, DeWitt, Central DeWitt, and then we played Macokota at the end. So 7 of our 21 games were played against teams that are at state next week. So it's a tough schedule, and we made the girls aware of this. Like, it's a tough schedule, but I'd rather be in a situation like that where we're being tested.
And we saw it, and actually in the boys, Central DeWitt and Davenport Assumption both won their sub-state semifinal games against teams that were rated ahead of them, but they're going to meet on Monday to decide who goes to state.
That'll be great. That'll be good.
You played, again, some great competition, and they're at 3A schools playing in a 4A conference. Talk about the advantage of when you're knocking heads with teams that are superior, and then you maybe drop down back to where you're supposed to be.
Right. So on the girls' side, we have 5 classes. So we are a 4A. So in our classes, in our conference is Central DeWitt and North Scott. At the beginning of the season, I sat down with the girls and said, here's what this looks like. Here's our conference, because we have Assumption, who's a 3A. They're the only 3A. And then it's us. There's 3 4As, and the rest are 5As. We're going to play against bigger schools. But then there's going to be a chapter at the end of the season. We're going to turn the page, and now this is our state run. And these are just people that are our same size of school. And so, when you look at it, we got to get past DeWitt, we got to get past North Scott, we got Macokota. They got a nice tradition going right now.
Yeah, they got everybody back, too.
They got everybody back. So maybe, but do I need to, bring Burlington into our schedule? I mean, I'm looking at our schedule for next year to see who do I need to play so that we're ready for that next chapter. Do we need to go down to Keokuk or Burlington and play them because they're also a 4A school?
Do you get an opportunity to, because you have the 18 conference games, but then you only have the 3 non-conference. Yeah. How much say do you have?
Well, Macokota dropped us this was our first year not playing Macokota. No, second year not playing Macokota during the regular. We brought Comanche. Comanche's we play them early in the season. It's a nice close. We're not traveling real far. We're not having, and then we added that, the Illinois-Iowa game in January. Right. And then we went up to Mount Carroll this year, which was fun. We played Rock River. And we played another Illinois school, and I think it gives the girls an opportunity that they don't know us, we don't know them, let's just play basketball. And so there's not we're going to lose by 50, because they don't know about each other, so it's kind of free. But we do have one spot left that we didn't have a full schedule this year. So it's being strategic about it. And yes, I'll go to Kevin Bear, our athletic director, and say, hey, we need to look at who we can pull in here. I'm not real keen about going out to Cedar Rapids, Jefferson. We did that. That's how we used to start our season, and that was just a long trip. And the first game of the season, you don't want to get on a bus for an hour and a half and do all that kind of stuff. So,
this is with Kathy Marx. So, what brought you to Clinton? You've been here for a while now with the Parks and Recreation Department.
7 years. Moved here from Indianapolis, Indiana. I went to school at the Riverdale School District down in there in Port Byron. My mom still lives in that school district. My brother and his family are in Moline. He's a firefighter. So I had been away for about 17 years, and it was time to come home. And I'm so grateful that I did, especially when COVID hit. I'm glad I wasn't stuck out in the big city just sitting at home by myself. So, it was perfect timing for that. It's Josh Eggers is the director, and there were 4 people applying for that position to be the director, and so I was up against Josh Eggers, and it became a situation where there were 4 of us, and that night I got a call from the mayor and from Matt Brooks saying, will you come back? And whenever I've done interviews, you don't hear about it for weeks. You just leave. So I was getting ready to head back to Indianapolis, and I said, I'm gonna stay in town. And I remember walking in this room, and Josh Eggers is sitting there, and I'm like, oh. But then they go, we're going to give the job to Josh, but we're going to create a position for you. Will you be our assistant director? And, I looked at Josh, and I said, we can do this, because I had almost spent the day with him. Even though we were interviewing, it was a group interview situation, and we did the city together. And so it's been my dream job. It's perfect.
Well, talk about finding out about our city. What was that like, that experience?
Well, my best friend bought her wedding gown here. Celebrations?
Yeah.
Was that the name of the bride?
Right.
Yeah, right. So, gosh, I don't know how long she's been married now, 20 years or so?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would come back from Indianapolis, we'd come up to Clinton, and we did this about 8 times, because God love her, but she doesn't make a decision real fast, so I came to Clinton.
That's a big decision.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Kat. It's a big decision.
Okay. But yeah, so no, I had known about Clinton. Yeah, but mostly when I was living over there, when I lived in like the Rapid City area, we would always just go to the Quad Cities. I didn't have any reason to come up to Clinton, but now it's just an easy drive.
Rapid City, huh?
Rapid City.
How many communities are you involved at Riverdale?
Yeah, Cordova, Illinois, Hillsdale, Port Byron, Rapid City, and then all this other area that doesn't have a name. Yeah.
How does that play out? I mean, with the students get along okay? And I mean, is there?
Yeah.
Well, you're from Rapid City.
Yeah, we do. No, I don't think so. I lived on the outskirts, kind of Rapid City, but we're pretty gung ho about Erie's our rival. Don't let us combine with Erie. There's a lot of talk that Riverdale and Erie need to be together in the school district, and I don't know how that would work. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's Erie Provincetown.
Yes.
So you're safe.
Yeah.
You're safe there. AdCraft web store ends. What do we got to do about that?
Yeah, so the March 2nd, our web store ends, so we have a lot of nice apparel. The Rec is our fitness center. It's a 24-hour, 7 days a week fitness center. Reasonable prices, different types of pricing. If you have any questions, just give us a call there. But it's, we like to promote. We're really proud of our fitness center. And so it's like, let's keep getting the word out there. We love, there was, for over Christmas break, we gave away long sleeves T-shirts to our members, and it was the Bury Scurry run, and we saw a Rec shirt out in the Bury Scurry. We're like, yes, we're getting out there. So yeah.
So what you have on today is awfully nice.
Yes, this was from the web store a couple years ago. Yep.
Yeah, that looks sharp. That is very sharp. So Adult Summer Leagues, you in charge of that?
No, I am not. Okay. I'm not. Brandon Haynes, they were here for Men's Day.
They did a great job.
They did a great job with the weather and everything. Yes. Love you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have our adult summer leagues, our men's softball deadline April 11th. We have women's softball deadlines May 9th, and our kickball co-ed that's May 2nd.
Okay, well, just one more thing coming up, and then we'll get into the weather. We got a deadline coming up for the Horseshoe League.
Horseshoe League. This is a league that when I first moved here, there was only a few guys, but now it's blossoming. They're at Hawthorne Park by Jimmy John's. That kind of area, so
I know where Hawthorne Park is.
Yep. So we have a horseshoe league. So come on out. April 17th is that deadline.
Do you throw shoes?
No.
Check the weather is coming your way in 1 minute.
Scoop up the savings this week at Fairway in Clinton. Select varieties of 48-ounce Fairway Premium ice cream, just $2.98. Limit 1. All natural butterfly pork chops, $2.88 a pound. 14-ounce bacon wrapped stuffed chicken breast, $5.98. And a 24-ounce loaf of Fairway cottage bread, only $1.88 this week at your local Fairway store, 1350 11th Street Northwest in Clinton.
You got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, Brad, I can help with coverages. Man-to-man coverage, zone coverage, combo coverage.
I don't know, Peyton. I was thinking the types of coverages that your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, like home, auto, business, life, farm, boat, your tour bus.
Products availability varies by state, agent, and other factors. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company, Columbus, Ohio.
Visit the AC Route Agency at 100 North 2nd Street, Clinton, or call 242-2454 for more information.
It's time now on KROS for the Storm Track 8 weather forecast, brought to you by Midas.
A weather impact alert is in place for your Friday, especially as we get into the afternoon, where we're expecting strong winds, gusts up to 50 miles an hour. Mostly sunny skies will push temperatures into the low 60s this afternoon. Those temperatures will drop into the mid-20s tonight as gusty winds continue. With your Storm Track 8 weather impact forecast, I'm meteorologist Andrew Stutzky.
Currently, we have sunny skies and a temperature of 54 degrees. Winds up on the hill are out of the west at 20 miles per hour. This weather report on KROS has been brought to you by Midas.
The locally owned and operated Clinton Midas, proud to have served you for 48 years. And they ask, are the potholes getting the best of you and your vehicle? Don't fret. The Clinton Midas to the rescue with alignment and suspension repair. Also be sure to see the Clinton Midas for tires, batteries, brakes, and general maintenance on your vehicle. Come to the Clinton Midas, 1432 Lincoln Way. You can trust the Clinton Midas with the Golden Guarantee. We are back on Ladies' Day and visiting with Kathy Marx of the Clinton Department of Parks and Recreation. So, what is your wheelhouse there? What are you pretty much in charge of, Kathy?
The summertime comes, I do summer day camp. I am in charge of the Riverview Pool, which is our outdoor pool down there by the riverfront. I oversee the Eagle Point Park Lodge weddings and reception area, which that's year-round. That's a beautiful location for us. And then all other duties as assigned, I jokingly say. So, yeah.
Talk a little bit about the summer day camp.
Yeah, we are starting summer camp. We're 12 weeks this year, so June 12th through August 22nd. We offer camp for ages kindergarten through 5th grade, starting at 7 a.m. in the morning to 5:30 at night. We have daily rates, we have weekly rates, and then we have an all-summer rate. My goal is to get these kids moving. I want them to be tired, exhausted by the end of the day. So we don't sit inside all day and just kind of color sheets. We are on the move. If it's nice outside, we're going to be outside. We do go to Jefferson Elementary School when they do serve lunch. We do then head down to the Riverview Pool when we're not on a field trip. So if we're not on a field trip, every day we will be going to the pool.
So putting together the field trips, are they basically the same every year? Do you try to change it up a little bit?
Yeah, I'm going to try to add Niabi Zoo. They don't let us book until March 1st. And then I'm going to try up in Dubuque, there's a Mississippi River Museum, and I was not even aware of it till this year. So I'm going to see if I can get, so that'd be new, but no, we go to Rock Creek and the Sawmill Museum. We do things here local. I love taking the kids to the Putnam Museum. And then we do like a day where we do John Deere Museum, and then across the river at a Bettendorf Park, we kind of do a little station work there with that one.
So you've been doing this for how long, ever since you came on board?
Yep,
Okay.
so this has been my 7th year.
So do you see some of the same kids every summer?
Yes, and this class coming up right now, this 5th grade class, this class is a big class, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is their last summer with us. So yeah, and then I see them in the school district, or I see them in track, and so it's fun.
Yeah. Is there a graduation ceremony then?
No. We do that for Safety Town, but we don't do it for camp, no.
Okay, well, let's talk about Safety Town, because I understand it's the 50th year for that?
Big 5-0. This was a program when I moved here I was amazed by. It's so heartwarming to watch these little kids sit down with a 911 operator on that last day, and the operator walks through what you would do when you answer the phone and what information. Do you know your address? Do you know your phone number? Do you know, then they go through safety. We have the fire trucks come in, and they talk about fire safety, and then we have the police, and the police dogs come. And so these kids, it's a morning program. They get dropped off. There's a day at the pool where they go to the pool and they learn pool safety. So it's a great program. They hit a lot of high level, important areas that little preschoolers going to be kindergartners should know, and it's been around for 50 years. This will be our 50th year. So it's kind of neat because you got parents dropping off. I was in this program, and it's generational now. It's generational. Yeah.
So what is your involvement in that program?
I take pictures.
Oh, you get to take the pictures, huh?
The first year I was a manager of it, but now we've turned that over to David Ort. And so, yeah.
Well, Dave was in on Men's Day.
Yes.
He did a great job.
He did an awesome job.
Especially with the weather.
Yes. Memorable.
Free community garden. I drive by that, so talk about that.
Yes, we at the corner across from the middle school, we have free plots. You just need to come to the Erickson Center, pick out your plot, sign a contract, and then we have water. We give you the code to the shed that's there, and we just mow in between the plots. You're in charge of your plot, what you want to plant in that plot, and then at the end of the year, maybe about, I think around Halloween time, we're gonna say, hey, make sure you get it all cleaned up, and then we clear it, and we're ready for the next year.
People have to register for that, or how does that work?
Yeah, they come in, they register for a plot, or 2, or 3, or 4, whatever you're gonna maintain. We just want to make sure you're not taking someone else's, because we do have some reoccurring gardeners that come year in year, and they know what they have, what they've had, or they may have some garlic still stuck in the ground somewhere and they want to watch it. So it's just come and it's super easy to do, and a lot of people, I think last year was our biggest number of plots that were taken over. And they were pretty plots that wasn't overgrown, because house flowers and some perennials were put in there, and it was nice.
Are you a gardener at all?
I do. I love to garden. I love to
really?
can. I love to can.
Really?
My best friend has a huge acres garden, and that's what they do. And yeah, it's canning time come August, September. Yeah. I can. I don't do the garden part. I can.
You're okay.
I'm the canning
They
part.
call on you.
Yes,
then.
here I come.
Time to can.
Yes.
Tomatoes?
Tomatoes, yep. Salsa, I love making salsa.
Okay.
My mom, I go through about a jar a week. Little jar a week, so I love my homemade salsa.
So did any of your players or anybody, your coworkers, say, geez, can you give me a jar of salsa?
Sometimes if I make it hot enough, I'll bring some in for them. So they like it hot. I'm not a hot person, so sometimes I get a little overboard. I'm like, oh, this one's for you.
Yeah, there you go. You're going to have this one.
Mm-hmm.
So the pool's going to be opening, well, not soon, but it will be opening.
Yes, our goal again is always Memorial Day to Labor Day. It's always staff dependent, but with tailgate and tall boys that first weekend, I really want to get the pool going before Memorial Day weekend opened up. Yep, and then at that point it's always weather dependent, because the water's always not really warm in June, but we try to get it. But we're gonna get water in earlier in May, and then hopefully we can get it warmed up. And yep.
You see so many like preschool, daycare going to the pool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a splash pad, and we have this little kiddie pool. It's about 12 to 18 inches. But yeah, we do offer a program for them to come in for a couple hours in the morning before the pool actually opens to the public, so they can have their own space and use the facilities that way.
Is there still some like lap swims going on there?
Yep, 10:30 to 12:30 every day. We will have lap swim. Yep, we have the long course, we have the short course, and that's every day. Monday, that's Saturday, Sunday, every day.
I was not a strong swimmer.
Yeah.
I could swim.
Yeah, gotta stay alive.
But that was it.
Yep, that's all you gotta do.
I'd keep my head above. I could never understand that breathing aspect of it, where you would
just sink to the bottom.
Put your head underwater and then come back up again, because I would always want to breathe when I was underwater.
That's not good.
And then you get water.
Yep. Then you cough.
And you cough. Pool rentals.
Yep, we have.
So I mean, parties, I would imagine.
Yep. So after I think it's the 12th. June through the end of the first weekend of August. You can rent the pool Saturdays and Sundays for $350 for a couple hours, and it's yours. We have the lifeguards. It's your pool.
Tailgate and tall boys. You talked about that just briefly.
It's coming.
But are you? Do you got to be down there? Are you security?
I'm hands on deck. I'm all hands on deck. I'm all hands on deck. The last year they put the back of the stage was the pool. So we were able, the artists and the band were able to use the pool.
Oh.
So it was really a nice feature for us to give to them. Like, you can use our pool. So we kept the pool open. We guarded it for when their bands were going to be in there, and so
I didn't realize.
It was nice. And then that was also backstage with the food and everything. So that whole area. So yeah, I think my hours were 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Just keeping my eye on water, just making sure that it was all covered. Yeah.
Nobody drowned out there.
Nope.
Not on my watch.
Nope. Exactly.
Do you do lifeguards?
Yes, we do have lifeguards. We can certify lifeguards. We have a couple kids that are in school, and they are certified to train, which is our first year last summer we had that option. So if you want to be a lifeguard and you don't have your certification, you still can apply, and we'll get you in the classes.
That's a great summer job, I would think. Just sit up there in the chair and.
Yeah. It's stressful. I tried to watch water once, and I blue suit, red suit, green suit, blue suit, wetsuit. It's a job.
Yeah.
It's a job, and you get a nice tan, but it's also we want those young kids to realize that this is a life-saving job that you're doing. We'll give you time to have fun and run around and but when you're in the chair, lock in.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got about 4 more minutes left in the program. What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
You lead the discussion.
Oh,
now.
wow.
I've been interviewing.
How long have you been doing this?
50 years.
Wow. What's your favorite part of this job?
My favorite, I think I get the opportunity to do different things. I think that's the best part about it because I'm on the air in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get to go out and sell advertising.
Okay.
And then I get to do the ball games at night.
Yeah.
So I think that's just the variety that it does offer. It makes for a long day sometimes.
Yeah.
But, I do get to do different things. So that's kind of fun.
What
Kind of
is
like you.
What is your favorite gym to broadcast in?
Well, the WJR gym, because it's a beautiful gym, and the renovations that they've done to it have made it really, really look nice. I like the lighting.
Yeah.
The lighting in there is tremendous. But, and this was Hank Dillman's idea. Prior to the football games, you would have to broadcast over in the old press box, which was not nearly as nice as the new press box on that side. So Hank said, well, why don't we put windows facing the football field, and then I could do the football games from here and then turn around, and I got the basketball court down
You got your own
below
little
me.
refrigerator up there, do you?
No,
you
I
got a
don't.
whole- do you
I
have a
don't.
whole thing
But
going
I've got
on?
a new ladder now to get up into it.
Yeah, you do.
Which is a little, but you don't like to climb up the ladder.
Do you have a? Is it a window up to the outside football? Is there?
Yes.
Can you get fresh air in over there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I do enjoy that.
I watched you get up into the Comanche.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
The eagle's nest or the
Crow's
crow's
nest.
nest.
Crow's
Sorry,
nest.
crow's nest. That's an
A little
act-
scary
That's
now.
an act of God right there.
I know it. Have you ever been to Western Dubuque's gym?
Not that I can remember.
Okay,
No.
they have a crow's nest, and they also have those rungs on the side of the wall to serve as a ladder. But you have to take a little bit longer stride to get into their crow's nest, which isn't bad getting up. It's the getting down part,
Yeah.
carrying the equipment.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Is the
Yeah.
most difficult part.
Yeah.
Any other questions for me?
I just want to say thank you for all that you do for the community.
Oh, thank you.
It's nice. I listen to KROS on the radio in town. I think it's you guys are always here. You're always providing good information, and thanks for being here.
All right. And you enjoy the River City Sports Review?
Awesome. Yes, I do.
But we missed both you and
know.
Bill Mishevich.
Oh gosh.
He's down on vacation. I go, what are you doing down there?
How dare you?
And he sent me a picture of a pint of Guinness and a cigar.
Oh, yeah, he's a happy
exactly
boy.
what he was doing right there.
Happy boy.
So what do you got planned for the rest of the day now?
Well, we have banquet tonight for the River Queens.
Okay.
So gotta just run around and get some awards together, and we're having just dessert and fruit tonight. So just get some plates and napkins and that kind of stuff.
I did not see. I mentioned Lauren Walker being the Mississippi Athletic Conference Player of the Year. I have not seen the first, second, or third teams. How'd we do?
Aubrey Ferguson got second team.
Okay.
And then honorable mention, Corinne Sattler and Allie Haskell.
All right. Very good. Who is Coach of the Year this year?
Ron from
Oh,
Duet.
well,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
That did very
Yeah,
good.
he's a great guy. He's a lot of fun.
He is.
He's in it for the right reasons.
And he's a good coach. I mean, he coached collegiately. And I think with like Andy Eberhardt. I think he does such a good job with the Comanche girls.
Yes.
And he had
Yes.
that great background as well.
He was my first boss here at Clinton. Yep.
Well, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Shauna from Sweetheart Bakery. March is here, and you know what that means? Blarney Stones.